So in this video, I'm going to talk about the only 5 cashback cards I believe you need in your wallet. So let's get into it. And obviously, this is my own opinion. Do your own due diligence whenever you're applying for any type of credit card, whether it's cashback or points. But these are my recommendations as far as cashback credit cards. Also, all the cards that I will be mentioning in this video, they do not have an annual fee. So that's a plus because I do not like cards with annual fees. And they also have a sign-on bonus for the majority of the cards that I will be talking about in this video. And I'm going to start this video off with the Bank of America Unlimited Cash Rewards card. So this card currently at the time of filming this video has a cash reward of $200 after you spend $1,000 within the first 90 days of opening this card. And you earn 1.5% cash back on all purchases. And like I said, this card does not have an annual fee. I like this card simply because it's straight to the point. Bank of America is a trusted bank that's been around for quite some time here in America. So I do trust this establishment. I do believe that you can grow with Bank of America, and they have a lot of different credit card products that you could apply for that are very good as well. The next card on the list is the Citi Double Cash card, because this is a very good cashback card that's been around for quite some time, but let's talk about it. So with this card, you get unlimited 2% cash back, but the way they do it is a little bit different. You get 1% when you buy, and then you get 1% as you pay. Basically meaning whenever you buy the product you're buying, you get that 1% of cash back. But when you pay your balance, you get the other percentage. At the time of filming this video, based off the research that I gathered from their website, they are running a sign-up bonus for $200 when you spend $1,500 within the first 6 months of opening this account. Me personally, I do not have the Citi Double Cash card, but I have got emails for pre-approvals or me trying to apply to see if I can get the card. Me personally, I don't need it because I have a catch-all card, which I'll talk about next. But the Citi Double Cash card seems to be one of those catch-all cards that a lot of people talk about isn't the easiest to get because you have to bank with Citi, and Citi seems to have its own little ecosystem going on. So personally, I would say is a good catch-all card if you can get approved for it. The next card on the list is my personal favorite credit card of all time, but it's not really that flashy. The Sofi credit card. It has 2% cash back unlimited. You basically get cash back on all purchases, making it a very good catch-all card, and I use it for that purpose exactly. You also get 3% cash back when you use it in Sofi Travel, which is a good catch for people who like to travel, but basically I use it strictly for the cash back feature. So if you're one of those individuals that just like you a good catch-all card, I think the Sofi credit card would be a good choice. And if you are thinking about signing up for this card in particular, if you use the link in the description, it helps the channel out and I would greatly appreciate it. The next card on the list that I will be talking about is the Wells Fargo Active Cash card. And I know a lot of people don't like to always bank with Wells Fargo due to their business practice, but outside of all of that, I will say the Wells Fargo Active Cash card has a lot of good reviews because I couldn't speak for it personally due to the fact I do not have this credit card. But based off my research I've done to make this video, which I'll link up here actually, the Wells Fargo Active Cash card is a very good catch-all card for people who bank with Wells Fargo, maybe used Wells Fargo in the past and had a good experience. Obviously, I know a lot of people voice their opinion on Wells Fargo not being the best bank, but let's talk about what this card offers. So the Wells Fargo Active Cash card does have a sign-up bonus. You get $200 whenever you spend $500 within the first 3 months. I really like this sign-up bonus simply because the majority of us spend $500 in 3 months without even thinking about it. Simply because in order to live your life in America now, it costs a lot more than $500 in 3 months if you don't live with your parents or you don't have a fully paid off car, which is the majority of us. But that is a very good sign-up bonus. This card offers unlimited 2% cash back on all purchases, and that's pretty good. When you got that 2% catch-all card, you can't really go wrong with it because anywhere you spend your card, you're at least getting 2% cash back. But the kicker with using credit cards, obviously, you have to use them responsibly in order for that to mean anything. Because if you're paying a high interest rate for a credit card because you haven't paid your balance, then it defeats the purpose. Once you get to that 2% threshold, it's over that 1.5% some credit cards offer, which I spoke about one in the video, but if it has unlimited, obviously that's better than it being a cap, because some credit cards you can spend up to a certain dollar amount, then it drops down to 1%. And that's why I like 2% unlimited catch-all cards. And the last card on the list is the Capital One, formerly known as Savor One, now Savor card. So this card does have a sign-up bonus. You get $200 when you spend $500 within the first 3 months, which obviously, like I said in the last one, that's really good because the majority of us will spend that without thinking about it. So the Savor card does offer that, and I think that's a very good perk. So you earn 5% cash back on hotels and rental cars booked through the Capital One travel portal. You also earn unlimited 3% cash back on grocery stores, dining, entertainment, and popular streaming services. And then you earn 1% cash back on all other purchases. So like I said, this one you kind of got to be a little bit strategic when using it, but realistically, if you have this card, which I do have this card, and if you want to help the channel out, which I would greatly appreciate, you can use the link in the description. But if you do have this card, just use it for one thing that you know that you do a lot. Like for example, I use mine for food. I use it as if it's like the American Express Gold card, because that's how a lot of people compare this card to the American Express Gold card. But that's for points, and this one is for cash back. So anytime I go to a restaurant, I use the Capital One Savor card. So look at it like that, and you will never use it in the wrong instance. And that is the cards that I would recommend that you have this year, simply because those cashback cards seem to be the ones that get you the most value for what you're using it for. And obviously there are a ton of other cashback cards that you can get that are really good. These are just my top 5. So obviously do your own due diligence when you are looking for a cashback card that fits your financial situation. So with that being said, I'll see y'all on the next one.